As we are only 2 weeks out from the Open, can you believe it? I thought today I would talk about something that I recently only really learned about and see whether it kind of helps you guys ahead of the CrossFit Open, to see whether you can kind of add these little tips to those workouts, because honestly, it has changed my life with training. For me, this has been the key to perfectly executing workouts and that actually make me better at workouts and make sure that I get a better result at the end. It's the key to CrossFit. Pacing for CrossFit. So what I mean by pacing is, whilst it's super important to push yourself and go really hard and like try really hard and push beyond what you're comfortable with, and a really important element and equally important to pushing yourself is learning how to properly pace yourself in order to finish a workout and maximize your training and maximize your ability to complete a certain amount of reps within a specified amount of time. So basically, pacing refers to achieving around about the same amount of time per round across a whole workout. So say you've got a 20-minute workout and each round takes you around 2 minutes and you want to be able to complete 10 rounds. That pacing is perfect because every 2 minutes you complete a round. You've got 20 minutes, that's 10 rounds. That's what pacing means. It means breaking down the workout into bite-sized chunks you can sustainably hold for a prolonged period of time or over a period of time. So I'm specifically talking about this because today I did a workout that was really tough, but the way that I paced it ensured that I was able to keep that certain level of like push and effort throughout the whole workout, which meant I ended up getting way further than I thought I was going to get. So basically pacing means, or basically what pacing does, is that it should improve your workout result and result in the fastest time or score that you could possibly achieve within that workout, if done correctly. So during this particular workout that I did today, I had like a goal in my mind. I wanted to achieve 10 rounds. Now originally this was because Ross had done the workout before me and he'd done just under 10 rounds. So I wanted to do 10 rounds. And I was just chatting with someone before I did the workout and they were saying, oh, ideally you want to be able to do 1 round every 2 minutes. He tried the workout and he was like, it was really hard to keep that pace. So like at first I went a little bit harder because I just wanted to make sure that I had the right amount of time, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, right, 20-minute workout. It's a 20-minute AMRAP. All I have to do is 10 rounds. Every 2 minutes, I've just got to do a round. So that is what I set out to do at the very beginning of this workout. So basically me saying that I want to do a round every 2 minutes, that's what pacing is. So I wanted to kind of talk about how I learned how to pace and like what I kind of learned along the way to kind of hopefully help you guys. If you guys do also have like a workout that you want to achieve a certain amount of rounds in, how we can break it up in bite-sized chunks to kind of make sure that we get the best result possible and get the fastest time and the best score possible. So like the beginner that I am in CrossFit, since I've only been doing it for like, it's actually coming up to like a year now, but properly training maybe like 9 months. At the very beginning, I loved just like going full send every single workout. The first few sets were just going so hard, and like, because I just thought that the best thing to do, or the best way to get out of it, was just to like go really hard, push myself to the limit. And often what would happen is that after the first set, second set, or within like the first 5 minutes, I would crash and burn, and it would be really hard to like continue the workout or even finish the workout. Basically, I would just go hard or go home, and I would often end up going home because I was so knackered. Now, whilst obviously this isn't ideal, this was actually a great way for me to kind of understand my body and see how far I could push myself. So I used to take notes on my phone about the amount of time that it used to take me to row 500 meters, how much time it would take me to do certain burpees, how much time I would need between like a set of 10 toes to bar, like how much time I would sit on the side like waiting before ready to go again. And often at the beginning of those workouts it would be short and sharp. Like I would bang out 10 and get back on and do a 10, but then it would slowly and surely break down, and I would have to split it up way more and like have lots more rest in between. So whilst that isn't ideal, having that mental note and having made those notes in my phone, I then became aware of like split times that I had, what breaking up sets was like, how important it was to do that, how much time I would spend, like all of that kind of gave me an idea of what I can expect myself to achieve within a certain time frame. So whilst going hard isn't ideal, it's actually great to kind of teach you how to understand how far you can push yourself before you get to that I'm gonna fail, I can't do it anymore, I'm knackered, give up zone, which isn't ideal. So basically going hard can basically just provide you with like a very base of, right, I know that I can push this hard before I know that I'm gonna have to stop because I'm not gonna be able to continue anymore. So it gives you like a very important like top line, I wasn't going to say baseline because it's not base, it's like top line of what I can do, like before I can't do anymore. And that's super, super important to kind of be aware of that. So one important thing that I would say when trying to learn how to pace is that if you have workouts where you're not sure how it's going to go, try and aim for what is termed negative splits. So basically you start a workout, say, and you do 4 minutes for one round. For the next round, you would do 3 minutes 55, and that's a negative split. And then again, the next round, 3 minutes 50. So you can see that you can go faster and faster. You don't start the fastest, but you finish the fastest, and you can hold a negative split throughout the whole workout. And that would actually mean that you are improving throughout the workout, and you can see just how far you can push yourself before you can't push yourself anymore. So for this particular workout that I'm doing, I knew that I had to do a set every 2 minutes. So I had a running clock next to me and I was looking at the running clock every round. And the first round I finished in 1 minute 40. So you could say, great start, keep going, like don't stop. But what I would do is I would take that 20 minutes, I would take that 20 seconds to breathe, chalk up my hands and get ready to go into the next set. Now this may seem like it is contradictory to the workout because you want to get as many rounds as possible, but I knew within myself that if I went straight away it would be detrimental, and the 20 seconds that I would have gained from that bit I would then lose later on. So that 20 seconds was basically like a mental check in my mind that's like, okay, I've had 20 seconds rest, I can do another round easily, and it was like the perfect way for me to continue. Another way that I was trying to pace this particular workout was that I would take that 20 seconds, but then I would also do certain movements slower. So the overhead lunges, I wouldn't just go from one lunge into the other. I would lunge, step, lunge, step, lunge, step. That way it feels like you're going a lot slower and a lot more controlled, and it feels like you can control your breath a lot more. On the burpees, I would make sure to step over the bar, not jump over the bar. Again, the lunges, lunge, step, lunge, step. Then I would take a few seconds before going from the lunges into the toaster bar. Breathe, compose, constantly aiming for that 2 minutes per round to make sure that I was staying within my target time. And every time I would sort of end between 1 minute 40 and 1 minute 50, giving myself that extra break in between the rounds. So those conscious breathing moments, or those conscious efforts to make it that little bit more like paced, i.e. like slowed down, makes a huge difference along the whole workout. 20 minutes is a really long time to keep going, so it's super important to notice that you're taking that time to get your breath back, keep your energy high, and like finish the workout strong instead of finishing the workout absolutely depleted and ruined. A good way to practice exactly what I'm talking about is by doing intervals, or like 1 minute AMRAPs. Say you start and the first minute you do 5 burpees, second minute you do 6 burpees, third minute you do 7 burpees, and so on and so forth until you can't do any more within that minute. And it's just a great way to kind of learn how to pace and see where you start to get tired, how fast you start to get tired, how much time you need between to kind of like recuperate. And it's also a great way to just kind of test yourself a little bit. Another great tip for pacing your workouts, which was actually someone at the gym said to me once before, never go for whole round numbers. I don't go like 5, 10, 20. There's something like mentally really strange about, instead of doing, I'm gonna do 2 sets of 5, you say, right, I'm gonna do a set of 6 and a set of 4. Set of 6 is harder, but then you're like, oh, it's only 4, so I could just go straight back onto doing a set of 4. It kind of gives you this illusion of having more rest and more time, and like this illusion of it not being so demanding, like physically demanding on you. Very strange, but it works, trust me. So if you've got, recently I had a set of 20, I would be like, okay, if it was toaster bar, I'd be like, right, if I'm gonna be smart about this and I've got quite a few rounds, let's just do 12 and 8. Easy. 12, challenging, but doable. 8, easy. Drop down from the 12, quickly get back up, because it's not like you have to do 10 and then again 10, like that's tiring. 12 and 8, easier. Also, the important thing about that sort of breaking up is that it never feels like you're going to failure, because that is the last thing that you want to do whenever you're trying to pace a workout. You don't want to end up pushing yourself so far that you feel like you can't do anymore. Keeping the sets small and like broken up will help so much with just pacing the workout and just avoiding that nightmarish feeling of, oh my god, I've just failed a rep, I'm never going to be able to do another one, I can't finish this workout. That horrid cycle. So hopefully that kind of helps you understand a little bit more about pacing and how to pace a slightly longer workout. The workout that I did, I actually did manage to do 10 rounds. I did 10 rounds and the first like walking lunge to the other side, so that was like an extra 20 seconds or so. Once you understand your pace, just remember, because I am starting to fall into this like vicious cycle of, well, I'm just gonna pace it. That's not what you want to do. Just remember that once you are if you are training hard, training smart, and trying to get better, you are going to be getting fitter week on week or month on month. Therefore, you're going to have to try and remember that what once was your pacing before, now no longer is your pacing. So recently I did a workout and it was like 15 toes to bar. In my mind I was like, right, I've got to break that up into 8 and 7. But actually I didn't have to break it up at all. I could just do the 15 and it wouldn't impact me that much. So what I would recommend is that you keep a note on your phone. Like I have a note on my phone where I keep like a score of like best unbroken sets, fastest time, blah blah, split sets for my rower, ski-o, how fast the RPM I can hold on the echo for a sustained period of time. And that way I can like revert back to that and like look at it and think, okay, that's what I used to hold, that was a month ago, what can I do now? And like constantly try and test myself. Now a good way to do this is have like a messy CrossFit workout, like a hard, grindy CrossFit workout where you can't break up the sets evenly, you can't predict as much. So say you have like an ascending ladder of burpees or muscle ups, and every round it goes 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 10, then 12. There's no way of predicting how you're going to be able to break that up. In your mind you could probably have like a structure and think, okay, I'm going to do this and this, but it might never end up like that. You might not end up doing that, and it will then actually teach you a lot more about where you are now as opposed to where you were before. So it will be super helpful to kind of reevaluate and like reassess just how fit you are, how strong you are, what you're capable of, and that's a great way to just keep making sure that you're getting better and better and better. So whether you're someone who starts a workout thinking, this doesn't look so bad, I'm gonna absolutely crush it, and by the end of it you're absolutely dead on the floor, all been there, or whether you're someone who finishes a workout and says, actually I probably could have pushed more, that didn't really challenge me, I should have tried to move faster, do better, have bigger sets. I hope that either way you've had something come out of this video. The truth of the matter is that there is actually no easy answer. You can use all of the tricks that I've said and hopefully they will help, but it is just a very long learning journey for everyone who is involved within any kind of sport. You constantly have to reevaluate yourself, you constantly have to push yourself, and you constantly have to fight those demons in your head that says that you can't do something, and you definitely can do something. And the truth of the matter is, building conditioning, building strength, building endurance, it all takes time, effort, and practice. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope that you got something useful out of it. Don't forget that I upload a video every 3 days, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video, and give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Thank you so much. Catch you guys in the next one.